It's your drink, Grandma.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah, it's not, yes, it's not
But it's not
alcoholic.
much. Okay.
Okay, you're getting too low.
This toast is to Mom.
Get back
Hold
here,
up.
Jason.
She's told us all how fortunate she is to have all of us. But it is us who are fortunate to have her as our mother. She was the one whose strength kept this family together. She always put Dad on a pedestal. Her family came first. She never asked for anything. And growing up, you know, it was all about Dad and the family and everything. Well, as we got older, we all realized that it was Mom that was the pedestal. It was Mom that was the wind beneath our wings that kept us all up. And she just is an incredible lady. And I remember, you know, a lot of good times growing up when she wasn't mad at me.
It's not hard to remember that one time.
I remember she used to give me Tony perms, and I had an afro 30 years before anybody else did. And I remember the time we got called out in the middle of the night in the dead of winter in Illinois to go to a bakery that was unlocked, and she got the car stuck pulling out of the driveway, and we're getting throw rugs and throwing under the tires trying to get this car out. Stuck. Dad was out somewhere, you know. But we did it. We got in there and locked the place up. But
I said if anybody was in there, they had to stay because I wasn't going to go.
yeah, she just locked the door. But we just want you to know how much we appreciate you and the wonderful woman you are and the strong person you are. And even though you've never blown your own horn, and you've always been grateful for us and what you have, we just know that it took incredible strength for you to go through what you went through. And we all love you, Mom.
Yay! Woohoo! Cheers!
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Grandma.
Thanks, Grandma.
You don't have to drink it all.
Yeah,
Yes, you do. Come on, Grandma. We want to see you under the table for a good time.
Your mom
Back the old times. Yeah, remember those times under the table.
Eva!
And I've always had bragging rights too because I've always
Chase.
What? What?
It's okay, Rose. I love this family so much.
Oh.
You put up with Dave all these years.
I did, so I
And we want to thank you for it. Way to take one for the team, bro.
I've always told everybody I know, I always told them how fortunate I was to have such wonderful in-laws. I've never had a crossword with my mother-in-law or father-in-law.
To her face.
Exactly. Get it well. Always been treated like a daughter, and I've always appreciated it. In fact, one time Dad introduced me as his daughter, and I'm like, does he know I'm not? Does he know I'm not a real daughter?
He didn't even introduce
I don't think
us.
I thought maybe he wasn't. Maybe he just forgot. You know, I don't know. But
Hey, wait, really quick. Can you tell them the story about when your dad and granddad, the story he told you about like how they interacted?
what when they wanted? Oh no, that was Papa.
On the
They went up
street.
in jail together.
No. Oh, no. Oh, they did.
That was Pop.
Granddad and
That was
Pop were in
short.
jail. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the milk incident.
No, wasn't it your dad and Pop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but before that.
Yeah.
No, that was before that.
No, I don't know. One time, Dad was walking down the street by where my dad had his business. My dad, I don't know, he had the Ford business in St. John's. And Granddad was walking down the street and he had like a bottle of milk.
Last term.
And he dropped it. Oh, and he was so upset. Because he said, oh my God, my dad's going to kill me, or my dad's going to be upset or something. And my dad gave him some money to go buy some more milk. Your Granddad told me this.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, Granddad told
me
me the story. I never heard it. I never knew about that.
So it was weird, like
Get over here.
both my grandparents exchanged on a street, but Granddad always remembered your dad doing that. It's funny that they never knew that they were going to share grandchildren. And I think that's a really cool story just because they were going to share and they didn't know that at the time. They exchanged.
I never heard that
But
either.
Granddad just thought that was very nice of my dad, you know, to do that.
Do that,
you know.
really, it was,
'Cause he
yeah.
ran